Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Alright, we're at the end of the year. We have a couple of events that are going away soon, but we do have something new that they slipped in. So let's talk about that first. We have Top Monsters Breeding Event, New Year's Edition. So we have 4 flash breedings here, each of which will give you a chance at getting Hornet or one of these individuals here who are indeed top monsters. This will also contribute to the maze, because if you fail at one of these breedings, you'll get 75 maze coins. If you're successful, you'll get an extra 250, which is also very good. Now, supposedly there's a better chance than normal of these actually working out. And you can see that 3 of the combinations actually have jokers. Me, myself, I'm going for the second combination. That's the Metalhead Voltec one. So I'm hoping I can get some Wang Zhou. I wouldn't mind getting another Hornet to be able to rank up Hornet. I would just really like to be able to rank up Wang Zhou. The rest of these individuals are very good, but that's just the one I'm focusing on. And of course, I don't have Galante Jr., who is the Joker for that combination, so I'm just using them. It may have worked out for me. Now, I did one combination when the event began, right? And it came up as a rare, and I just let it run through because it's 4 days. It's not 4 days anymore. It's like 3 days now. And the temple only lasts for 2 days. So I wanted to make sure I was cleaned out. I had to get somebody out of the hatchery. You can see him over there hanging out with the leprechaun right now. Hopefully that video was out before this one. Anyway, like I said, the first one was a rare. The second one did come up as a legendary. So I'm kind of hoping that that's Wang Zhou. I would be okay with Hornet. The parents don't really help me very much. If I had to say one would be better than the other, it would probably be Voltec, because I do have an extra 100 cells of him already, so that would give me 200. I need 290 to rank him up. I'd rather have Wang Zhou, just saying. You can get good monsters from those breedings, and as I said, getting the extra coins for the maze is actually very good as well. And speaking of there, why don't we go over to the maze next, and that is the Gloomy Dome maze. Okay, you can see at the moment I have a little less than 3,000 coins. I'm hopefully going to get an extra 250 from that combination, and I'm going to keep trying on that one. I did go for the limited pass, so I have Centurion already. I would like to be able to get cells for him, but you know, my coin number is a little bit low. There's a little bit of lack of enthusiasm there because I know there's no way I'm going to be able to rank him up. And as I mentioned in my feeding video, he's kind of diminished if you don't get him to rank 1, because he's got no way of reapplying the Mega Taunt once he loses it for one reason or another. You really do have to have him at rank 1, and of course that's going to mean cha-ching, which means I'm not going to do it, right? Anyway, if you have been saving your coins, if they follow their pattern, and I'm going to keep saying that, because the day I say, hey, you know, it's going to happen, it's a lock, that's when they're going to change it. So I'm going to say, as long as they keep their pattern, tomorrow there will be a 30% discount. The 30% discount, my time, will probably be at noon. I'm in Eastern Standard in the United States. Now, if you want to follow when it's going to happen, you see that number in the upper left-hand corner. Right now it's 2 days, 11 hours, 46 minutes. What you're looking for is 1 day, 18 hours. So it's going to be between 1 day and 18 hours and 17 hours. That should be the 30% discount, assuming they keep their normal pattern. And as long as I've been watching it, they've been doing that. So if you've been saving your coins, that's what you're looking for. You might want to look before and after just in case. Just glance in there because it's kind of important. Before I went through the limited path, I was trying to decide whether I wanted to do that or not. When I went for Thundir, right, I got him in the limited path. And then afterwards, I spent my coins in the 30% and I had some coins after that. I got 100 cells of him, which is kind of useless because you need 120 to rank him up. I was wondering, should I have saved my coins on the limited path and just put it all into the 30%? You know, I would easily be able to get the 100 cells, but if I was on a 30% discount, could I have gotten the extra 120 by just charging down? You know, I might have to try that the next time. I just didn't want to risk it with him. But in retrospect, maybe I should have risked it because more critically than almost any other, you really need to get him to rank 1. Because that way, he has the Mega Taunt in his trait, and you don't have to worry about reapplying. Also, trait gets disabled. But if anyone's going to disable the trait, he's probably going to get the Megaton taken off anyway. Anyway, this event again runs for another 2 days, 11 hours and 44 minutes. I do believe we got a marathon coming. I think it's coming on Thursday. So I'm hoping that the booby prize is actually good. All right, and the other thing, of course, we have going is over here on Magic Stones Island. All right, you can see I'm on the 50 right here. I can do a buyout. I'm trying to lower this as much as possible. But you know what? This is a weird situation for me because I kind of have what I need already. Let me show you what I mean. First, we're going to take a step over to the vault over here. And I noticed that I had 44 cells for Volthar. So which means I only need 2, but really I might only need 1. See, the thing about it is if I spend 50 of my current 100 magic stones, I'll get 35. If I can get 1 cell from my team of this guy, then I'll be able to craft him. And then I can get myself 70 cells of Cain, which is probably what I do because I have 50 of him. Where is he? Right there. I have 50 of him. So if I could get another 70, I would actually blow the fire cells to get him up to 110. So I'm thinking that's what I might do. Let's just take a look at what I'm talking about here. I currently have 100 stones, as you can see. So if I bought 1 of Volthar, right, that would leave me with 79. So like I said, I get 1 more cell from my team, and then I can craft him. Then I'll just go and spend the rest on Cain, assuming I get to the last 50. But then I'll have motivation to do that then, you know? So, I mean, the other ones don't really do me very much good. I have like 15 cells of Drakkar, and I don't have 1 single cell of Helgeden. So that's kind of what I'm thinking of. If I can get that extra cell before I have to spend them, then I would just get 1 for Volthar, and I can craft him then, and then get 2 of these little chests then for Cain. And I think that would probably be pretty good. Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm just going to request, as soon as the next cycle, the daily cycle begins, I'm probably just going to request cells for Volthar and just tell my team I only need 1. If I can get that 1, that's what I'm going to do. Because after all, we still have to do the dailies anyway in order to advance the Christmas event. I'm closing in now on the next 30 cells of the Croxian Guard. So that's my plan for that. So let's see how that works out. If I could get those 70 cells for Cain, I would definitely spend the fire cells to rank him up, because definitely that would be really very useful. Might consider him for the main team then. I don't know. I have to see about that. Anyway, I think that's about everything that we have with events for now. There's not a lot going on until next year. Like I said, we have a marathon going on, and I'm hoping the booby prize is good. So we don't have war to do today because we fought that yesterday and an 8-hour cooldown, and then we're currently... Yeah, we got destroyed in the last war, by the way. So, destroyed is a rough word. They beat us by about 100 or something like that. Destroyed is like 200 or something like that. But definitely they were very tough. The team we're currently going to fight also looks tough, but you don't really know what's going to be there until they actually set their own teams. Some of them look really tough, some of them not so much, you know, like that. But those people who are not so much, they might just put in their things and be amazing, you know. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But at the moment, the only thing we do have is PvP, so let's get on with that. Alright, so let's get in here. Because I got some teams, and I did have a bunch of teams today, which is a wonderful thing. And hopefully that continues on, right? Alright, so let's go on in here and go with our first team. Our first team today was suggested by Vanko Skinner. And Vanko wanted to see... We're starting over in metal. I keep getting confused by him. Because we're talking about... Flamirion, who has fire attacks and has fire in his name, yet he's metal. Yeah, I know. I just get confused by that. All right, next up, we are going over to Magic. And this is going to be... Dodger. All right, and finally, I guess like denial and tankiness. This is going to be over in water. Where is... I didn't miss him, did I? Oh, there he is. Alp. All right, so let's see what we can come up with. We're going to be activating cooldowns. Do I want to play that game with Temerion? There's a good question. That's very dangerous. Let's try it. Okay, Spocky. Thankfully, Spocky is nowhere near as fast. All right, why don't we go with a bit late? Okay, Artifact Hater in this case is a problem because Flamarion is an Artifact Hater. All right, so why don't we just try to take the other two out of the mix by doing Mega Freeze? Okay, what just happened? What just happened? Okay, I wasn't expecting you. But I mean, how did they both... Okay, you're tough. I know that. You're tough. That doesn't surprise me. He is not, though. And yet they all... Oh, that is all kinds of BS right there. Okay, we'll do this then. Fire hack. Heavy fire damage. Make them weak against fire. Or we'll just do that. Okay, wow, they didn't resist. Isn't that amazing? Okay, this is a bit of a problem, isn't it? All right, I'm going to do Friends Gathering. And that's a big problem. That's all my offense. By the way, this is over now. The fact that they both resisted those that Mega Freeze was kind of death for us. That's probably what I should have done, by the way. All right. Let's see. Mega Freeze. You. Okay, you didn't resist that one. Okay, now we're in trouble. Lovely, just lovely. Okay, there's no more artifacts, by the way. You've killed all the artifacts. You're both evading. There's no purpose in doing that. All right, why don't you do Total Blind on you? Do I want to do that? Charge. Oh, great. I know what you just did. Yep, you activated my cooldowns. All right, and you activated his too. Lovely. Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean, that resists both of them. That was, I mean, I can understand Ingenica. I don't understand Inheritor. I don't get that. You know, and they both did it. I mean, that's BS. Unless I missed something. Did I miss something there? Because I didn't see anything there that justified that. All right, sorry about that, Vanko. I thought that was going to work out. Unfortunately, it didn't. All right, our second team today was suggested by Abi YouTube. Abi actually gave me a bunch of teams. I forget how many it was. I think it was like 5. But I saw this and decided to go with it. So let's go with Earth. And let's throw in Geb. Next, we're going to go over to Darkness. And somebody I would like to have ranked up, but it just didn't quite work out. Because this is going to be Hella. And then finally, over in Water, we have... I went too far. There he is. Kami. All right, so let's see how this works out. We got a lot of things going our way. I think we can pick a tougher team here now. Just no Temerians, please. No Temerians. Why don't we just refresh again? Because like I said, we got kind of a tough team here. So let's see if we can find something interesting. One more time. Do I want to do the team on the left? Is that a tough team? I mean, they're all 110. Yeah, why don't we just do that and see how it works out? I think we got a strong enough team here that we can actually do something with this. All right, let's go. Of course, their runes aren't so terrific, are they? All right, let's see. Possession and freeze, so let's do that. Okay, that worked out pretty good. Oh, and he's not evading. That's wonderful. All right, let's think about this. I'm thinking, why don't we do double life first? All right, and dark submission. Here, have some damage and some dark weakness. Okay, because the next time you're in a lot of trouble. Let's see. Do I want to remove positive status effects? Nah, I don't need to do damage. Why don't we just do this and get some regeneration going? Oh, and you're up. Okay, why don't we try yeah, we'll just do this one. Okay, that's not good. Fortunately, I used the only skill that he could use against me. Oh, he's got it, doesn't he? I don't suppose you want to do me? No, I didn't think so. Ouch. Okay, let's do this. Okay, and then there was only... Oh, you were evading, weren't you? Okay. I wanted to see if I can get the status effects true, but it was only a 50% chance anyway, right? Speaking of which... Okay, that worked out a little better. But to be fair, we had a lot of tools there. All we have to do is have a Megaton tank and things look a lot better. By the way, I really could use some extra coins. Okay. Alright, just keep that in mind. Extra coins would be good. Alright, so let's go with our next team. Our next team was suggested by the Anime Men S. And the Anime Men S wanted to see someone who's hoping he gets upgraded. And that's going to be Kane. Next up, we're going over to Thunder. And this is going to be Zyla. And finally, over in Water, Tara. Alright, so we got a lot of damage in here, a lot of extra turning, so I don't want anybody with anticipation. That would be terrible. So let's see, what do we got? I'm seeing way too much Temerian these days. Way too much. Let's do a refresh. Okay, we're not doing the one up the middle. I'm not going to fall for that. Ooh, ouch. Interesting. Do I want to try the team on the left? Well, I mean... Is it really dangerous? I mean, you can say denial. Maybe the denial is the Crowton. The Crowton's not very fast, though. And once I take their stamina away from them, they're in a lot of trouble. Let's just try one more time to get something meaty. Yeah, maybe I should have gone with that one, right? All right, which one am I doing? The one at the middle or the one on the right? I guess the one at the middle is more... Well, there's a lot of denial there. But there's not really much damage on the right anyway. I think up the middle is the way to go. Alright. I wish I'd done that other team now. Yeah, I mean, they're toast. Okay, the only thing that saves them here is a charging banner, and I don't think any of them have banner. Let the slaughter begin. Who goes first? Alright, you're gonna, might as well just kill you first, right? Even though you're chances are you're probably going to kill everybody. Okay, here. Have some of the spikes, you little hamster, you. How dare you hurt her? You fool, she likes pain. Okay. Oh, he only has 60. Okay, you know what? Why don't we do this? And then this. We'll let the vampire finish this. Okay, finish him. After all, Bram was thirsty. He needed a little bite. Alright, so spin. Could really use some of them maze coins. I'll take the rune. Hopefully one more chance. Alright, let's go. Our final team today was suggested by Joyce John. And Joyce John wanted to see, over in metal, we're going to go with Karen. All right, next we're going to go right on top. By the way, actually no longer right on top. You'll see Talika is now there. I've got to upgrade her speed now. Now that she's 115, I really got to give her better speed because she's my only other 15, so 115 I should say. But this time we're going with Sparta. And finally, you can bet who this is going to be. And it's the reason it's in the last place. Because this is going to be Cleo. Yeah, a couple of people asked for Cleo, but remember, only one gets Cleo. Only one gets Cleo. Now we have some really good stuff, so I would really like to find a tough team. I mean, the levels are high on the team on the right, but there's like no denial there, unless you're counting Pixel Lion, so they would just kind of die, you know? That's what I'm talking about. So let's just refresh. All right, but I'm not doing, I don't know, Krabby Droid? Interesting. I don't remember what he's got. That's very dangerous, actually. You know what? It's very dangerous. Let's go up the middle. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, why do you have... Okay, I guess so this person has Mop configured as a damage dealer and not denial. All right, let's go. Okay, let's see. I must scream. Okay, that worked out. That worked out very well. Who dies first? You die. Just a little bit. Oh, no, there you go. All right, let's see. Who dies next? Oh, well, the droid's got to go. Okay, and why don't you have a little bit of a curse here? All right, and a couple of extra fun things, too. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're dead. Let's see. That doesn't do any damage, right? Just, you know, do this, just in case she manages to get a possession off, right? Yep. Actually, she didn't do that when she went with the other one. And by the way, end this. Okay, and that's that. Let's do a spin. Our last spin of the year. Maze coins? Okay, he wants to give us runes today. See you next year. All right, and we're done. Okay, so we're getting near the end of the year. Like I said at the beginning, the Magic Stones Island is going to be going away 16 hours and 23 minutes. It's going to be late morning, so I get an extra chance to reduce that number that I spend. And, of course, the Gloomy Dome Maze. Remember, tomorrow is going to be the 30% discount, again, assuming that they keep their normal pattern. And keep an eye open for that. Remember, you're looking for a day in 18 hours, which for me is going to be noon Eastern Standard in the United States. So I will be ready to spend whatever gems I have, whatever coins I have at that time. Like I said, I don't know if I get many at all, but I'll just try to get whatever I can. And you should too. And of course, the breeding event that we're doing, the Top Monsters breeding event, some really good monsters in there, and also another chance to get Hornet. I got something here. I just hope it isn't one of the parents. That's all. I'd like to get either Hornet or Wangzhou. One or the other would be really good. But That if it gets me one of them, I'm going to get an extra 250, and I'm going to keep trying because after all, those combinations are pretty good. If I get one of the ones that I want, then I'm going to probably try a different combination, and we'll see. I might go for Olnir. That's something I wouldn't mind going for too. And I think that we're done. So I guess this is going to be it until next year. I think it's Thursday that the marathon begins. So that will probably be when our next episode is. And remember, there's also some maze coins down there for those who are not locked out by this stupid, either have a time lock or have like the number of times you can do it. Both is just kind of silly. You know what I mean? Of course, they do a lot of things silly in this game. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. Happy New Year and see you.